All right, welcome back. If you are tuning in for the first time in a couple weeks or a couple sessions, our level 5 Ixar Necromancer died. So we remade our character, this time as an erudite, so we could do more questing and stuff while we level up. So now we have a erudite Necromancer. I only got him to like level 2 during the last stream because P99 Green opened up Kunark and we wanted to go mess around with stuff like that. But since our stream on Friday, I did have some time over the weekend. I got my current Necromancer up to level 7. We've got some money and stuff going on. We're currently working on a quest to get some armor. So there is a bug on the Alcabor server right now where I use the stone UI. Basically, if the UI would return an integer of like 0 with money, it doesn't know how to handle it, so it just says no money, and it would delete all my currency. So the bug's been reported. Some of the devs are tracking. I talked to Secrets about it, and I think it's being fixed. So for right now, at least, we're going to be using this UI, and hopefully by like next session or so, we'll be back to using the stone UI. I just don't want to lose all my my hard-earned currency, as it were, before I can buy my next set of spells, which are next level. So bear with us on that. We'll get back to that good old-fashioned stone UI eventually. But in the meantime, we are out here in Tuxelia Forest. I am trying to get one single additional large briar snake skin so I can craft a pair of pants. It is the Abattoir Initiate pants that I'm trying to make. There's also Abattoir Initiate like every other visible slot, but they require not large briar skins, simply briar skins. And the briar snakes are ultra rare. I've seen like 3 of them, and none of them have dropped any skins. So no luck there, unfortunately. But we are working on it, and if I do see them, you know, that's a priority. I just don't have a lot of hope, and I don't intend to camp this like ultra rare level 2 snake for too long. So basically, once I get my one missing large snake skin here, I'm gonna settle with just having the pants, the arms, and the robe, and we'll bounce out of here and probably hit the Warrens. Alright, so here's another large briar snake. He's an even con right now. I'm 1 level before a new spell set, so the even con snakes can be kind of tricky for me. But I am able to kill evens and yellows pretty reliably. I just have to be smart about it. So what I do here is I hit him with my most powerful dot, the Poison Bolt. Then I strafe run away, just pretty much in a straight line. If I strafe run, my velocity is increased by like 5 or 7, so I'm a little bit faster than this mob. I gain some distance on him. When the dot wears off, which is usually a little over a bub of damage, I stop, I recast the dot, and we roll from there. So here, boom, recast, hopefully not resisted. Alright, we got it on him. Now, with the second dot landed, me and the pet should reliably be able to take this guy down. Now we'll go 1 more tick. And now we'll send the pet in. These guys can be tricky, especially because they have a dot that's pretty nasty relative to my HP total. So I want to avoid getting dotted as much as possible, which means I really have to let the pet tank. Okay. See here, he will kill my pet because the pet's a few levels lower than him. And the hitboxes on these guys are a little bit strange. Alright, there we go. He's running. Pretty much let the pet handle it from here while we regain some mana. But our stats are coming along really nicely. We don't have the Ixar regen bonus, so later when we have Lich and those things running, you know, we'll be at a slight loss compared to the Ixar, but our intelligence is obviously significantly higher. With the Abattoir Initiate set that we're able to get, I do have some bonus stats here, so let's check these out. Oh, I can only have 1 of these open at a time. So the arms give me 3 AC, 2 stamina, 2 intelligence. Really good for this level, especially because in Classic, the arms are kind of a weak slot for casters. And then Abattoir Initiate's robe, 5 AC. This is actually 1 AC less than the vendor newbie robe that I can buy. Like every caster guild on the Kano side has a robe that you can buy that's usually like 6 AC plus 2 mana. So I actually lose 1 AC here. But yeah, it's 5 AC, 1 strength, 2 stamina, 2 int, 10 mana, and then 2 save magic, 2 save poison. Yeah, that's crazy, Slash. Like, I'm surprised. Did you check the wiki about it and like confirm that they didn't just move the mob to someplace stupid? What's going on, Tordan? Hey, Kluey. I just kind of mindlessly looted that snake that we killed. Unfortunately, does not have what we need. That sucks. I wonder if that's like they're not intending to put it in, or if it's just not implemented yet. I would hazard a guess that they're not going to put it in. Same with the Erudite Paladin. Dude, the Erudite Paladin newbie sword has Bane damage undead. So good. I would be an Erudite Paladin right now if that quest line was in. Since we're on Luckland here too, they have like the missing Paladin and Shadow Knight spells like Bane of Knife and stuff like that. Or not Bane of Knife, but you know, the Paladin spell that procs damage at a lower level. So really great time to be a Paladin here. All right, rinse and repeat. These skins are super rare. I've killed maybe like 30 or 40 snakes, and I've gotten a total of 5 skins. 2 went to my arms, and the last 3 are going to the legs. So we had to resist here, which is really bad. I mean, you know, I'm still not going to die because of the resist, but it's just inconvenient because now I got to do this whole strafe run until I get enough distance, recast it, and, you know, do this whole thing again. All right, and we'll try now. Okay, we have distance. I was interrupted. Screw it, we're in. I really, really hate that. A double resist, okay. We got it, we landed it. Okay, that's good. So too many resists here is really a big issue for me because the spell is very, very mana intensive. We can see now I've been dotted. This guy's putting out really big DPS. Hitting me for 16 damage and landing the dot right away. Yeah, Paladin stats for Erudites are really bad, but that's why it's like the swag option, you know what I mean? Because you're saying like, I don't need those stats. It's like being a troll anything when racial penalties are still in. Just like, I don't care about no EXP rates. All that for a snake egg. Feels bad, boys. Yeah, this really hurts my mana bar to cast. Speaking of trolls, showing some troll appreciation here with my shirt. Oh, all the Eridan quests are out. Okay. I didn't realize that. It makes a little bit more sense, I guess, but that's a real bummer. Some races just like got totally shafted on it. Like XR basically never get any like low-level armor quests except for maybe Beast Lord. They have like a low-level quest item like the Necro Cap, the Monk Bracer, etc., but they don't get like full armor sets. And the same with like Ogres and Trolls, I want to say. See, these giant giant snakes are much more common. And they drop the skin not too rarely, but I don't need them. I only needed 2 giant skins for the robe, and that's it. Nothing else uses giant skins. Yeah, High Elf wouldn't be bad. Or Dark Elf. Do Dark Elves get a... I don't even know if Dark Elves get one either. On the plus side, the High Elf starting area is dope. Whenever I see these like runts just lingering around, I kill them. Just for the faction. I think I'm up to Dubious with Eridan right now, which means technically I could run through and go to Kanos, catch a boat, you know? I will still be KOS and Kanos, so I have to jump off and navigate through the sewers and not run into Vin Moltor, who will still be KOS to me just like the old days. There's also that half-elf druid, I want to say he is, who like paths around the docks. He'll aggro me, the wizard, and... the wizard and mage GMs path around and they'll kill me. So Kanos is super dangerous, but you know, as always, we want to go to Kanos and get those low-level jewelry items eventually. I might wait until I have Invis. Yeah, I know, right? It's probably a bug. You know what? Actually, I think on the Paladin we found some bugs with faction out here in Toxilia on the Dark Paw servers. Like, things that were supposed to give me faction just did not give me faction, making it impossible to do certain things. I want to say there was no way to improve my Karen faction once I was KOS, which was a big problem. No, Pally's still alive. He's level 17. I just haven't had a lot of time to play him. And we discovered this. We're playing on the Alcabor server, which is has like a little bit more of a classic feel to it. Normally we're using the full-on like classic stone UI, but I had to take a break from it for right now while a bug is being fixed. You guys are going to see pretty soon here. Tox gets particularly bad. I do have light sources. I have a Fire Beetle Eye and of course my Bonecrafted Key. Both of these give me a light source. And at Tox you cannot tell. It's like the lighting just doesn't matter at all. But what you guys are seeing right now is pretty much the name of the game. Like, I run around, I try to find these snakes, and that's it. I've been doing this for hours and hours and hours over the weekend. I literally went from level 4 to 7, only killing, you know, this kind of yard trash, trying to get these snakes. And I've not had much luck. Yeah, in 3 levels I've gotten 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 total skins from all snakes. It is brutal. I think what's happening is because I don't need the giant snakes anymore. I haven't been killing the giants. And they, like, when you kill a large snake, or even a normal snake, it could spawn as a large, it could spawn as a giant, or it could spawn as a basic snake. Since I never kill the giant snakes, they're all now giant snakes. So I'm gonna have to kill this one right here, see if that helps. What's going on, Biggs? Nice, Dark Elf hype. Even at the same level, these giant snakes are chunky. This guy might not even take a full bub from my poison dot. We might just get one. Yep, there we go. It's probably going to be interrupted. I casted it too soon. Nope, it worked. Okay. All right, pets in. We'll just try to met up some mana really quick. This is the Alcabor Project server, Durman Osween. Yo, what's going on, Arturo? Just out here farming snake skins. You know what? I don't want to get poisoned. All right, our dot has worn off. We should be good. Yeah, there we go. He's running. You know what's funny? Even though the Eridan armor quests are not in, the stuff for them still drops. So like, I've gotten countless biles that are used in the BP for all the different Eridan quests. Yeah, nothing but giant snakes out here. A moss snake. I don't think this drops what we need. Yep. Yeah, Jay, I'm trying to do some of the Abattoir Initiate gear. I need one more large briar snake skin to do the pants. Let me confirm, make sure I'm not dumb. Yeah, 4 large briar snake skins. I should have meditated more. Kind of low on mana. It shouldn't be a problem. One more tick. Double fizzle. That'll hurt your mana. So this is cost 30 mana. And it's conjuration. Yeah, it's a conjuration check. So it is a little bit harder, you know, than like life tap. Hey, Jehu, thanks for the follow, man. Yeah, the dark vision is good, especially on this server. Yeah, Turo, they actually just now reached a point where they have all the original box art prints available. They're not the same size as the one behind me, and they're not signed, unfortunately. But I'm sure they're still good, and the best part is, like, you get to help support Keith Parkinson's family, you know what I mean? Because I think that is a big part of their income is selling his old works. Hey, that's awesome, Jay. Yeah, I just discovered TACP a couple weeks ago, and I've been really enjoying it. I think most of the viewers have been liking it. Folks might prefer I play something else, though, besides the Necro, like a Paladin again, but we'll get there one day. Yeah, I feel you there. Look, giant snake skin. Useless. So, I shouldn't tell everybody this because people will go buy them all, but the UK, the British version of the Everquest Gold tin, which is behind me in the center up there, comes with a bunch of huge, like, massive, awesome looking Everquest artwork posters from like the trilogy expansions. The problem is the box itself is just like a cardboard box instead of a metal tin like that, so I went with the gold version you see there. But it would be cool to get the British version. If you ever see the Japanese release of Everquest big boxes, they all look super good. The art style they do for like classic through pop for Japan is really, really compelling. You could probably look it up, like a quick like Japanese Planes of Power would yield the box art. It looks nice. I'll see if I could grab a link to it while I'm medding. I can only find like a tiny picture right now, but it looks really good. Can you guys see this? Yeah, you can. Perfect. Wait, okay, it's not all the way there for you guys. There. So that's the Japanese Everquest trilogy box. Yellow would be good EXP, but it's gonna be really tough. We're actually a little bit further out. Yeah, I didn't realize how far out it was. The only other good spot I found for looking for the snakes is over by the spires. Look at that. A thistle snake. These can drop briar snake skins. Dino, what's going on, dude? Thoughts and prayers. Come on. Nothing. So Dino, we are level 7 and we're working on some quests for the Abattoir Initiate gear in Payneal. Yeah, right, Toridan. As effective as always. I really want to go somewhere else, you know, that's going to be better EXP than this, but I mean, like, you can't leave when you only need one more item for your new gear. One more large skin for the pants, and literally any, like, briar skin basic is enough to make a single piece of gear too. So any snake that drops just a basic skin will immediately yield a new piece of armor. 3 skunks. I think the placeholder system, like the spawn and placeholder system on TAC-P, is not actually true to Classic. That's just my guess. Or not even Classic, but it's not true to, like, you know, what it ever was in some of these zones. Like, I know for a fact, if you go to Payneal, right, you'll see, like, decaying skeletons running around. Everything that spawns in Payneal in the newbie yard is spawned in a set of 3. So there'll be 3 fire beetles that spawn all together, and 3 skeletons, and 3 bats, and all that crap. And basically, like, if you kill 2 of a spawn, it will not respawn. So you could whittle Payneal down to 1/3 of its appropriate spawn population, and you might not even know it. But, like, if you stand at the spawn point of the 3 fire beetles and kill all 3, they will instantly respawn, all 3 of them. That's the way it works. As soon as the 3rd one is dead, all 3 respawn on the same spot. That's how I was able to farm up the 90,000 fire beetle eyes. If you guys have probably, some of you have seen the screenshot of me with 90,000 fire beetle eyes. Just stood on that one spot with a mage and pet attack on my keyboard. Automatic, keyboard macro that just automatically spam pet attack fire beetle. And you get them as fast as your pet could kill them, which is 1 hit apiece. But on this server, that was not the case. Payneal, like this whole area, Payneal and the Warrens, were kind of unique. And that they used them as kind of a test bed for some strange spawn mechanics. This is where the original anti-camp radius was as well. Like the Warrens, if you were too high and you went and killed like King Gragnar, you wouldn't get any loot. Yeah, Bard AoE is like a classic way to abuse that spawn system too. Yep, back before you could buy eggs. Now you just gotta get those vendor eggs. Uh-oh. Inventory's full. Get out of here. So we got to do to defend Norath, Torden. All right, so we just like wrecked the newbie population over here. Hopefully this will yield some spawns. Yeah, did you guys see that when P99 Green launched Kunark, they turned off Quest EXP for like the first month? They said they want people to level the intended ways. People who have been farming like Null Fangs and Wisp Stones and Paw Scrolls en masse are so upset. So many giant snakes. My sense heading levels up so slowly here. Dude, Bootly, imagine wasting that much of your life. Sold his Mana Stone to buy a Paw Scroll. Do you think he's playing Everquest right now? Or do you think he rage quit for a month? Like, obviously a person who's willing to do that doesn't ever actually quit Everquest. But it's also hard to continue playing when you're that committed to a plan and it's effortlessly foiled by someone in like 10 seconds. I wonder how many people have cried in real life over Everquest, in Everquest drama. You know what's happened. People get really committed. Oh, I did not tore it in. Sounds awesome, though. I give you permission if you want to post it. Yeah, I need to clear out these giant widows, I think. Because this is normally where they spawn. It's like all giant widows. The thing is I can't kill giant widows. So we're just kind of SOL. Giant widows are always, I want to say always, level 10 in Toxelia Forest. And we are 7, so like, oof, man. I mean, technically, if I can land my dot, I can strafe kite indefinitely. So I guess we'll try one. As dumb as it is. Kill the sentry first. Oh, he resisted my poison bolt. Sir, I don't think so. Soulmort, this is the Alcabor project. Functionally, it's kind of similar to P99. It uses a really, really, really old client, older than P99. and it's currently in the Luckland expansion. But yeah, 1 through 60, no help, no groups, no buffs, no ports. And if we die, game over, we make a new character. Felseeker, I have not yet gotten Kirkland vodka, but don't worry. It's on the agenda. Oh yeah, it's gonna be way easier than Pally. I basically picked up the Necromancer not because I was like... It wasn't a consideration about difficulty at all. It was a consideration about like what I wanted to do with the character. And I was really wanted to play like a different style. Like I want to go farm guards and stuff, you know what I mean? Things that Necromancers are kind of known for, but a Paladin basically can't do. Or can't do effectively. We'll still do the Paladin eventually. If nothing else, on the next TLP, we'll run the Paladin. I'm very confident I can do it with the second attempt. That assumes we don't just do it before then. Alright, Giant Widow, please do not kill me. Alright, our dot landed. So, right off the bat, going all right. Thanks, Solarius. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Tech P is really good. There's some things that are a little rough around the edges, but I really like the server. Another thing I want to do is like, you know, I missed the boat on Green when it came out. But they did say that their plan is to like, now that they've got everything kind of lined up nicely, they're gonna keep doing the new P99 server. Like once Green reaches the end of the timeline, they're gonna do it again and again and again, all over. Oh, I fucked that up. There we go. Okay, very good. I don't know if Giant Widows are social, but if they are, we're like super screwed. But our second dot landed, so that's really great. Now we want to generally head back towards Payneal, so if things get really bad, we could just kind of ditch. This next dot should be ending. Yep, there it goes. 3, 2, 1. Got him a third time. Okay. Strafe run, so powerful. I guess at half health we'll throw the pet in and see what we can do. Basically after this dot, I'll throw the fourth dot on, and then we'll go in with the pet. I might have so much aggro that the pet cannot pull it off me. All right, dot is off. Give this 3, 2, 1, and got it. Fourth time. It's tempting to just do this. Snare. I want to use the snare soul more, but the thing is, it just costs so much mana, and it does get resisted often. And it is a very low time frame that it snares them at this level. So for all those reasons, I just skip it. All right, my pet's on. He does not care about my pet. Yeah. Okay, this is actually really good because my pet can kind of beat him up while we run around. All right, now it's low enough that its run speed should be slowing down after like 1-ish more hits. And then the pet has it. All right, we'll give this a 3 seconds, and then we'll go for another dot. 3, 2, 1. Fizzle. There we go. Dots in. We win. Did it run? Oh no, it might be running away. Okay, there it is. It is running, but we're good. Let's see how much EXP we get. We're pretty much right there at a fresh yellow. 3 levels higher than us. Not that great. And of course, no loot, as always. Alright, so it is 9 p.m. You guys are currently seeing Toxulia with me having 2 light sources. Obviously, only the most powerful light source will be relevant. But yeah, my pineal key keeps things pretty legit most of the time. And it gets a lot darker than this. Alright, a Widow Hatchling. So that's already better. Widow Hatchlings give us Spiderling Silk, which we need for this armor to make Silk Thread. Kill that Moss Snake next. Yeah, my leveling plan is going to be like hit the Warrens up for a while and get some good gear that way. That's a big part of it. I do want to go to High Keep. Probably do like a ridiculous amount of time in High Keep. Solarius, it's the Luckland newbie armor, but yeah, it's exactly what you're thinking of, I would guess. I might stop in some areas to pick up like specific gear. Like I might, I don't know, go do Scryer, you know what I mean? I might go do Battlelord Pollack or whatever. Or I don't know why I can't think of his name, Lord Picklaw right now. Get those things just to get a few specific items I want. But for the most part, we're gonna be like Warrens, High Keep. Maybe, I mean, Valius is out. I could do Crystal Caverns. I feel you, Solarius. I'm right there, dude. These snakes are ridiculously rare. And then the skins are super rare too. I literally need 1 more skin to get a pair of pants, and like that's all I need. It's gotta be a large snake skin though. Not giant. And the worst part is the large snakes can occasionally drop a giant snake skin. So if you find a large snake and you kill it and you roll the giant, it's like you double lose. But the armor is really nice. I will 100% do the Soul Road Temple armor when it's available. I'll need to be like level 30 probably to do those quests. I have to kill Shadow Men, which is really sketch. Apparently, I mean, it's super sketch, especially on a permadeath run. I'm thinking for the Shadow Men, most of the camps are pretty beefy. I'll probably do the one in Lesser Fate Arc where it's just 3 Shadow Men and see if I can't like split them up. Shadow Men are sketch because they run faster than like Cello speed, you know what I mean? Once you're engaged, you gotta fight or die. They're usually like casters, necromancers and stuff, enchanters. I don't know if they're enchanters. But at 8, I get a new pet. 8 will be a perfect time to hit the Warrens and kind of roll through there. The mob density could be a little crazy in the Warrens when we're like literally the only person in the zone though, so we'll see. I shouldn't really melee with that. I'll get a poison dot on me. Yeah. Yeah, Mugglewump is dope. This is what? Giant skin. I don't want to get rid of that because it sells for a good bit. This is a snake scale. That's garbage. Delete. Yeah, the Warrens is a really awesome zone. So, I've been talking to some friends, and when they do make the TACP database, you know, open source, public, or whatever, I'm going to use that as the foundation for the emulator server that I'm going to make. So it'll be a lot like this. We'll modify it a good bit. It'll launch with Classic, only Classic. I'm going to do it like very legit, like Classic, no planes open until they should be open. Even like Soul Road Temple won't be in at first, so everything will come out in appropriate timelines. EXP very slow, but we'll do, like I sometimes talk about, EQ complete, the Everquest that they wished they had the time and money to make at the Classic era. So Mayong will be in, Megalodon will be in, even though he wasn't in beta. Both of those were in beta, they were just taken out. And we'll see about adding Meldraths and some of the other areas that were kind of left underdeveloped. East Corona will be itemized. Ooh, Barbarian Paladins. Man, you know, there's a lot of things I want to do in EQ that I think should be done or would be better. And I want to do all those things, but I also don't want people to be like, hey, it's pretty much just like a custom server, you know what I mean? I want it to be like 99.9% classic, just with the content that was supposed to be in. And I fear that if I add too much stuff like that, people will just skip it, you know what I mean? What did he give me? Zombie skin? Sir. Can't eat any more snake eggs. All right, destroy this. Yeah, people like basically never get to touch the Warrens. ETA on that. Well, they have to finish Planes of Power here, and then I want it to be legit. I don't want it to be like a server that I just shit out, you know what I mean? And it's got like 9,000 bugs and a ton of unclassic content. So when they make the database open source and we can use that as a foundation point, then I'm going to start a 6-month beta, open beta, and let people come in and post all the bugs and all the little classic intricacies that should be fixed. And then me and a buddy of mine will go set about, you know, fixing those and tightening the ship up. Then we'll wipe everything, and then we'll do like the real launch. And I'm thinking for the purposes of the beta, people will be able to straight up set their level, like /level X. That way they can test things out across all different level ranges without a huge time commitment. I might like add a little bit more depth to some of the factions. Fix some quests that were broken or never fully implemented. But yeah, basically it all depends on the timeline of TACP. Oh, we have a large snake. He's a thistle snake, but he can drop briar skin. See you, soul. Resist, kill me, dude. Don't literally kill me, but man, that sucks. Probably just gonna have to jump in with the fight now. Dino, after this is the Warrens. Yeah, we're in it. The 4 elemental quest, is that where you're getting like the brooms and everything? I don't think I've done it. You're talking about the Soul Road quest though, right? Where you get the Stein of Ulissa and all that stuff. Shovel of Pawns. Yeah, I have not done them. I should though. Giant toes, that's a pain. Yeah, I know the stuff from Jaina for sure. But if you have to get giant toes, it puts a pretty much a hard level on when you can like start that, you know? I don't know if anything is worse than the Paladin. That Soul Row armor, it's not even that incredible, and you have to like get your faction up with 10 different Paladin guilds. The second most difficult quest I've done. I don't know. I mean, the Mage Epic is pretty terrible. So I could maybe say the Mage Epic would be the roughest one. You know what? The Whistling Fist quest line is kind of rough. Give me your skin. You guys know that monks and druids don't get any Soul Road temple quests? Dude, why is skin so rare? Yeah, Mage Epic is definitely tough. Whistling Fists are challenging to get if you count the whole Shackle questline that you have to do as part of it. Also, the Monk Epic is really, really difficult if you do not skip the robe. Like, if you do it properly, and you have to do all of the headbands, all the sashes, then you've got to Camp Targan and Camp Raster, do all those turn-ins to get your robe. Then you got to do the rest of the Monk Epic on top of that. I think that's a pretty epic quest, as it were. Yeah, there's probably a bunch of quests like later on that are tough. I mean, like, definitely everyone knows BIC, Breakdown and Communication. One of the longest, if not the longest quests in Everquest. I've never done BIC myself though, so. Yeah, you know, I gotta say on P99, Quillmane was not bad. My wife and I camped Quillmane, and in like one night we just got it. We spawned him like 6 times, and you know, on the 6th time we got the cloak. Holy shit. An actual briar snake? You guys see what I'm talking about with the snake skins? See how rare non-giant snakes are and how rare the drop is from them for armor that you're supposed to be using like before level 10? I think that basically every organized group of NPCs, and every NPC that has like its own faction, there should be a way to race that faction. And if the faction is raced sufficiently, you should be able to gain some kind of benefit from it, like a quest, access to vendors and bankers and stuff, etc. Like if you were on really positive faction with the Soul A goblins, right? They should give you some kind of quest. It doesn't have to be like the best quest in the game, you know what I mean? But there should be some additional things which open up to you for having worked on that faction. Same thing with like, you could technically increase your faction with the Sabertooth Gnolls, the Blackburrow Gnolls, by killing certain NPCs in Kanos, but like, why would you do it? There's nothing to be gained. But it would be cool if there were some faction-related quests there that would give you some kind of unique items, or maybe even just a good EXP quest. Yeah, factions that max out KOS are terrible. Like, I'm max allied of Veneral Sathir, but he still scowls at me ready to attack. Some ally. An abandoned heretic pet. Part of the quest line, Druid Epic 1.5. Should not be in game. Yeah. Yeah, I could see it. In PvP, that'd be good. What's up, Matt? I think he does walk up to the miners. Let's go find out. I guess they just later added the 1.5 epic piece to him. He's the one who, like, gives them orders. Speed up the digging, my pets. We are not your pets. We will speed up when you return our mining caps. There are falling rocks all over the place. We could get killed. Right, Torden? Man, I don't know how much more snake hunting I can do. It's one thing if, like, you're just camping a spot, but, like, I'm just, like, searching around aimlessly for the second day in a row. Right. Everything about that interaction was enjoyable. Oh, I agree that it makes sense for barbarian paladins to exist. They worship the gods of justice, love, and honor. You know what I mean? And it would help even up the odds because Shadow Knights have incredibly awesome race options, and paladins are rather poor. I would like to do it. I just worry that I would be pushing the line of custom content too far. If that makes any sense. Everquest players are real sensitive. They hear things that are a little too different and they just drop their interest altogether. Oh shit. Oh yeah, duh. Alright, pet. I need you to land this taunt, buddy. Man. That got sketchy. One too many poison bolts before we engaged. My pet might still die. Oh, rip. More giant skin we don't need. Right. But yeah, I would want the population to be really good. Like, I would want to advertise the server for a long time before it came out so that there was a lot of, like, groundswell, you know, hype, grassroots interest in it. I've got the benefit that I could advertise it on FOH, and I'm kind of like a known poster there, especially in the EQ community, so I might be able to drum up a lot of support there. I don't know if any of you guys use FOH forums, but I highly encourage it. I really like them. I stay out of like the politics section. I just do like video games and MMO nonsense, and I really enjoy it. Oop. I didn't see what Nulak posted. Nulak, let me know if you are not a spam bot. I'll give you permissions. Oh boys, Briar Snake and a large Briar Snake, yes. I'll post the FOH forums for you guys. There you go. Register, join the community if you haven't. Go post on an EQ thread and tell them I sent you. Yeah, beef. What's going on, dude? Alright, we don't want to lose sight of this large briar snake either. Nothing? Uh-oh, Kobold Shaman. Where's this guy going? Gotta keep him in my sights. Not a second Shaman. That second Shaman's gonna be a real big problem if he paths over to us. He is going... that way. Chat, remember that way. It's between the trees. My pet's over here accomplishing a whole lot of nothing. Yeah, dude, I need that rusty scythe. Put out some DPS with that. Dirt Goblin, thanks for the follow, dude. Okay, VZ. So I played on... It was either VZ or TZ. I can't remember off the top. What was the rule set on VZ? Ooh. Guess we'll just ditch the zombie skin here. Okay, so I played on TZ then. All I remember is that we hated shorties, and Defiant was the top guild. One second, folks. I have. All right, I am back. I just had some interesting news. So, chat, I have learned that a contact tracer contacted me just now to let me know that I was hanging out with someone who has subsequently tested positive. The bottom of my shirt, it says Norath Original. Dude, this shirt is dope. Big fan of it. Yeah, right, Lord Zeph. Yeah, they're like, were you at a meeting? Were you at this meeting with this person? I was like, yeah. They're like, how long were you there? I was like, well, the meeting was an hour, so. Yikes. Yeah, I was so Nulak, I was definitely on the one where it was race based because I remember hating shorties because like we would be in like Crushbone and you'd hear someone like, oh, see, like, oh, that gnome rogue's in, and you'd be like, damn it, damn these gnomes. I remember like I've had a lifelong hatred of gnomes because I played on that server. They were always rogues, and they were always like rocking a fungi, over leveled skills. They just come wreck your whole TR group. Probably don't need my buff to kill this. I'll let him path through while I get a little bit more mana. Lord Zev, no, the Pally didn't die. We're just kind of, we moved to a different server. So I do think eventually I'll revisit that Paladin, but right now we're on TAC P. You can't tell right now because we're not using it, but TAC P lets you use the original 1999 Stone UI, like 100% how it is supposed to be. Right now there's a bug with it, so I'm not using it on this session, but I expect to be back to it for Friday's stream. The Stone UI, it's like, if you think about EverQuest 1999 user interface, it's what you're picturing. It's like the UI that's on the back of the box. Yeah, so Torden, what's happening is the Stone UI doesn't do well with handling zeros. So if the amount of money I would get would have a 0 in a field, it would send back like there is no money. So like if you sell something that gives you no platinum, when you relog, the server says you had no platinum. If that makes sense. Oh no, not my pet died. Oh boys. Time to panic. Alright, we got the poison in. But since they detected what the bug is, you know, we're thinking it'll be fixed. Yeah, right, yeah. I know, it seems crazy, but stranger things have happened, I suppose. We're gonna strafe run a little bit more. I should get enough distance to get a solid cast off. He fled. Alright, so watch the chunk that Clinging Darkness is going to take out of my mana pool. I guess it's not as bad now that I'm level 7. Well, you know what? Now that we don't have a pet, I may as well go sell. Right, yeah, I get that, Nulak. I remember everyone hating cross-teamers, or X-teamers as they called them. I was just like, you know, I played on PvP servers. I was primarily a blue bee. I played on the red servers to get the occasional like PvP fun. So I went over there and I would do like levels 1 through 30-ish and never really any higher than that. Unfortunately, they just don't have any faith in PvP servers. And to be honest, I wouldn't want to play on a PvP server on Dark Paw servers now because they just don't enforce cheating prohibitions. You know what I mean? Like, you can cheat with pretty much impunity on the modern servers. They don't care. And in fact, my understanding recently from a friend who was on the inside is that J-Chan really doesn't care about cheating and MacroQuest usage. It's just not on her radar or something that bothers her at all. Whereas Holly, at least, was somewhat opposed to it. She just wasn't necessarily ready to allocate the resources you need to get rid of it. So if you want any kind of like competition, like fair interactions with other players in a competitive environment in EQ, it just can't happen on Dark Paw servers. It's strictly impossible because they will not enforce any rules against cheating. Let me know if the rain environmental sound right now is too loud for you guys, by the way. Can't hear it. Perfect. Sort of the opposite problem. Do you guys hear any background music? A subtle ambient tune? Okay, that's good. Oh yeah, Dino is the friend who's gonna help me run the server one day. I don't have the room to take this right now. So like with the old UI, right? We're gonna pick something. I'm gonna sell this this lapis lazuli, right? I would sell this. It gives me 7 silver, 8 copper, but what it really gives me is 0 platinum, 0 gold, 7 silver, 8 copper. As soon as I made that sale with the stone UI on, I would have literally 0 platinum, 0 gold, 232 silver, and whatever 264 plus 8 copper would be 272. Basically, if one of these values returns as a 0, it actually gives you that 0. Boom. Nothing. Correct, Tordan, yeah. Oh, I did, Dino. Yeah, that was the same problem I had with all the characters so far on the server. We were just, you know, it took us a long time to figure out exactly what was happening. It was Secrets who actually like went on the back end and told me why I was doing that. Boom. I should check while I'm out here in the newbie yard and just see if like the snakes here will drop any relevant skins. I really doubt it, but why not see? Oh yeah, so I have a lot of silk swatches now that I could use to make raw silk armor if I wanted to, but I haven't found a tailor in Payneal who actually sells the patterns, so I can't make any. I'd have to go to Kanos, I think, to get patterns, or maybe Eridium would have patterns, but of course they won't sell to me. Man, whoever designed this zone, whichever dev did it, awesome job. The city of Payneal is so cool. It's actually really refreshing to have the evil classes of a race not just be like, yeah, we live in the sewers. You know what I mean? They have their own hideout, separate. It's its own city. Yeah, I really don't think these moss snakes are going to drop anything. Yeah. Yeah, Payneal, Eridan, Kanos, Freeport all feel really good to me. Neriak is cool. But Neriak is almost like a little too much, you know what I mean? High Keep is super awesome. High Keep, High Pass, the whole area is really cool. The zones that suck, honestly, are like... Yeah, I kind of feel that, Torden. The starting zones that suck, in my opinion, are kind of like Grob, Ogok. Yeah, Akanon. Akanon is like 80% lake. You know, I agree with you, Desmatic. Hallis does have a lot of atmosphere. I wish, like, Hallis really suffers from kind of like the same thing that Akanon suffers from. It's at the edge of the world, and there's not a reason to go there. Maybe we'll go farm Hallis guards, just so we get to experience Hallis. Fadeware's a good continent. Fadeware is almost a continent with no filler. Like, every zone is good. Almost. I'm trying to think. Greater Fade Arc might be the best newbie zone in the game. What do we think, chat? Is there anything contending with Greater Fade Arc for top newbie zone? You know what? Misty Thicket's really cool too. I really like Rivervale. Irish I can. I'm dubious there right now. But once I get to Kanos, I'm KOS to everything. So I basically need to wait till I have Invis to be safe. If it wasn't a hardcore character, I could just go and like dodge guards or swim through the sewers and not really have a problem though. I really like the Misty Thicket setup where they have like a wall right through the middle that separates the higher level newbie area. I need some higher level person to come like Armageddon all these mobs so they'll respawn. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I don't know what people do in GFA for like levels 1 through 5. I always travel there after that, you know what I mean? You do Orc Hill. Orc Hill is just such a classic area. Lesser Fade Arc definitely underused. But there's not a lot going on in Lesser Fade Arc, you know what I mean? It's kind of just like all over the place. Too dangerous for lobies, not lucrative enough for people who are high enough to walk through with impunity. And honestly, no one can really go through with impunity because like there's like level 52 brownies in there. Yeah, pretty much. Like, Elfay is just that zone that you have to... Elfay plays the same role that Kithgor Forest does, where it's just like a risky place you have to journey through to get where you're going. Bashes me for 1 damage, interrupting my spell. The TD portal locations... You know, I don't remember. I think the pod is a teleport location before they close off Myrtle's Highway. Why did they close it? It's a good question, man. I guess they just thought it was like too powerful of a transportation tool. Maybe it was never meant to be really widely known. Like, Dino, I think it was you who told me about the crazy portals that they have like out in West Karana and East Karana under the bridge and stuff. Like, you could just warp right across West Karana by using by running into the stream at the right point by that tree. They took all that out. But Myrtle's Highway has like a lore basis, you know what I mean? So it's always so strange that they decided to take that out. It would have been cooler if they left it in and they just added a key. You had to get like some kind of key to be able to use them as part of a quest line. Yeah, right, and then just drop POK. That's part of the majesty of like early EQ. Like, there's just like these secret routes through the world that only very knowledgeable players happen to find. There were reasons to explore. A pot in one of the huts. The abandoned Necromancer hut, I want to say here, has a pot that teleports you to Kanos Aqueducts. If you click it, it goes right into the sewer sentinel room though. So if you're level 1 and you click the pot and it's open, you immediately get killed. But yeah, that's there. And then there's one that takes you to Neriak. And there was one for Fade where I'm pretty sure it took you to that Elfay outpost with the Dark Elves. I do not remember that, Dino. Doesn't surprise me, though. Oh my god, a real thistle snake? No skin. If I die because I blew my kite so I could loot this no skin dropping snake, I'll be so mad. And he resisted my poison bolt. Oh shit. A briar. Oh god, a briar snake too? You know what? We got this. Zaide, whoa, thank you for the gifted sub. Always so generous. Good to see you again, Zaide. Look, this is the breastplate for the erudite armor, snake bile. Evening. Grats, Tordan. So we saw a briar snake while we were running around with our head cut off here. Where did it go? Here it is. Can't believe it. This actually means that we need one more large, large widow to drop a woven widow strand or whatever. Because I've only got one of those. These. I need one more woven widow silk. Oh man, that sucks, Scythen. We just found out that I might have a 2-week vacation from work. Literally during this stream. Guess I'll just jump on this hill and post up for a second. Yeah, I earned it by being next to someone who was subsequently declared positive for COVID. My upcoming Everquest painting that I ordered a while ago is like lost with the Postal Service. It was supposed to arrive on Saturday, and now it just says it'll arrive late, but it hasn't been updated since November 3rd with a location. I'm like, oh man, this is like a signed and numbered piece of Everquest art. I hope it didn't just get lost somewhere forever. That'll be a real bummer. I got mine on eBay. Stupid Kobold Shaman. For the one that I'm getting though, you can still order from the artist's website right now. The artist, let me get his name. Oh, wrong website. Clyde Caldwell. You can still get his prints from his website, I think. He's not totally sold out yet. Saint Warhead, thank you for the follow. Ooh, another large snake. This is the one. Wait, let's kill this widow hatchling. Teletron, thank you for the follow. Not a shaman again. Killing me, dude. Yeah, all the Keith Parkinson stuff is sold out. So if you want to get a Keith Parkinson like cover art signed Everquest thing, the only way is eBay, and you're gonna spend almost $1,000 on them. You can get the guy who did the artwork for Gates of Discord and Beyond, like some of those old but post Golden Era ones. His are still available, signed and numbered. I forget his name. But the guy's kind of crazy, so I decided not to support him by purchasing his products. Otherwise, I would have gotten like the Gates of Discord or the Omens of War ones. I would really love to get my hands on an Everquest Online Adventures one. There was a piece of artwork for EQOA that was never like seen on any of the boxes that I'm aware of, but it looks really awesome. I'll try to have it on hand for next stream so I could link it. But I've never seen it anywhere for sale. I'm hoping that snake paths through here again. There it is, perfect. Nulak, you can't. Actually, on this server, there was never a pre-nerf Guise of the Deceiver because Alcabor launched with Planes of Power, and this server is all about emulating the EQ Max server. So all the pre-nerf loot never even existed here. The only way to get it is via GM events, and to simulate that, they have the occasional GM event here. It's a big bummer. Don't worry, boys. When we make our EQ server, we're going to have all the legacy items in. Still nothing. So I wonder what other slot I should get. This is gonna sound crazy, but the armor looks terrible because it's not an actual robe graphic. It's like piecemeal. We're gonna get the legs no matter what. I'm thinking I should get the bracer for my next one just for Fashion Quest. So is transmog like you can wear something and it'll look like something else? Seems kind of cool, but there is an element to like when you see someone with some real shit, you know that it's like it's pretty cool. Like, remember the first time that you saw someone with their lightsabers out in the EC tunnel? Right. Yeah, Decadrona, I am the Abattoir Initiate's armor right now. I've been camping large briar snakes for like, I don't know, this has to be like going on 6 hours across 2 days. I just need one more. For Everquesting, indeed. I probably could have just like focused on grinding and leveled out of the range where this armor is relevant. But I've got that sunk cost fallacy active right now. I've already invested so much I can't walk away empty-handed. Go back this way and look again by the spires. Yeah, Zaide, I am. I have the Abattoir Initiate's robe, which unfortunately is a tunic graphic. I have the Abattoir Initiate's arms. I just need one more large snake skin for the legs. And then all these other visible pieces, both wrists, hands, head, and feet, are one briar snake skin apiece. However, briar snakes are ultra rare. I think like in the 2 hours about that we've been doing this stream, we've seen like 2 briar snakes. And I got one skin out of killing like 20 of them the last couple days. So I'm not even going to try to get the rest. I just need to get the legs because I already have 3 of the 4 skins I need for them. So it just seems like a waste to not get the legs at this point. The giant snake skins were easy to get because this place is crawling. I guess literally crawling. Haha. With giant snakes. Large snakes, not so much. If it were me, I would be you know, pretty liberal about which skins I considered large, but whatever. Yeah, so when we kill a skunk, you get a rather long duration, I want to say like 15 to 20 minute duration debuff to your charisma stat, and it's triggering on my pet because I sent him in to kill the skunks. I don't know if there are thistle snakes in the Kanos Nui yard. Something I should check, I suppose. Oh, we got a large. As soon as this shaman dies. Two larges. Oh shit. Alright boys, this is our chance. Try to kite this around the large thistle snake that's hiding in the hill geometry here. One or two more ticks. And stop. Cast. Got him. Feels good, boys. Get all this crap out of here. Huzzah. 4 AC, 2 intelligence, 2 save versus magic. Not bad. 1 AC improvement over cloth. Now let's see what we look like. GG. It's not the worst. It's not the worst at all. You know, Torden, it's actually the same stats across all, like every Necromancer who has starting armor has the same stats on it, I think. Because when I was like looking at making characters, I was comparing the stats across the different races to see if there was one I would prefer, and I was like, oh, they're all the same. At least for Paladin, they were all the same. Now I need 1 woven spider thing. Let me confirm that. We're gonna get a wristband. Requires a silk thread, woven widow silk, and a briar snake skin. And it has... What? Dude, the wrists have 5 intelligence? Whoever made this armor is an idiot. Pants, 2 intelligence, wrist, non-lore, 5 apiece. Is this best in slot for classic? I don't even remember. 5 intelligence on the wrist is potentially best in slot until you like go over the int cap and you need to just focus on mana. That is ridiculous. An ethereal llama. What's going on, dude? Long time no see. Yeah, right? Shadowlands? That sounds like a WoW term. I feel you on the toddler balance, though. We don't speak WoW around here. Well, all the large widows are dead because I killed them and they respawned as giant widows. So we're going to have to kill some giant widows. Which only takes like 10 minutes per widow, so exciting stuff. Is that confirmed, Zythan? That's crazy if so. I do not trust Everquest developers in any way to do a stat crunch. Everything will be broken. The paradigm of class power balance will be totally shifted. Oh, okay. I'm glad you're joking, because like you may as well just take 2 months off of EQ if they're gonna do a stat squish. Alright, no resist, that's good. We're probably too close to the beach here. So I'm gonna run into a problem where I have to turn because I'll hit the beach. And if I hit the beach, turn, I lose the benefit of having strafed. Got it. All right. So the game, in my opinion, needs a soft reset. On the next progression server, they need to say, hey, we're starting with Classic. And nah, Zaiden, I haven't been using it because like it takes a lot of mana. It doesn't last terribly long. And it doesn't do a lot of damage. So from a damage to mana perspective, it's not that great when I could just strafe run. You know what I mean? And then never catch me while strafing. Yeah, they need to reset it. They have to start a new TLP. Say we're starting at Classic. It's going to be 6 to 12 month unlocks for expansions, but they're going to be brand new, designed in the style of Classic EQ. Or you know what? Start in Kunark. So we have Classic and Kunark in. All the the Classic race class combos, etc., are there, and then it's just a brand new timeline, but designed with the philosophical design setup of Classic Kunark era Everquest. Doesn't need to be complicated, just needs to be a long, grindy chat room simulator. Charmed, so they're fixing the UI bug. We discovered exactly what was wrong with the UI. So by Friday, I anticipate I will be back to rocking the good old stone. That erudite will kill me. So Charm, basically what was happening is like if I sell, I don't know, let's say I sold this snake skin and they were going to give me 5 gold, 3 silver, 1 copper for it. The way it reads it is the Stone UI says, okay, for this snake skin, you get 0 platinum, 5 gold, 3 silver, 1 copper. I would get the gold, silver, and copper, but since I had 0 platinum, it zeroes out the platinum I get server side because it doesn't know how to handle zeros. You're just like, wait, what? So all my platinum is gone. All right, now we'll try a Cling in Darkness here. Hey, man, I hit him with that darkness, and I was like, I should not be able to see those spell particles unless he's like really right on my nuts. And sure enough, that's where he was. Now he's running. Easy. Oh no, he's fighting the pet. Drop a woven widow silk, please, sir. Thank you. No, just a spider legs. You know, I thought if you snared them and they reached the no movement status, they still attempted to flee. Like that was like one of the big benefits of snare. Charm, this is Taxulia Forest, the worst newbie zone in the game. Arguably. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think it's a contender between Tox Forest and Fearot. You know what? Actually, I'll say Fearot is probably better than Inithul Swamp. Inithul Swamp has to be one of the worst newbie zones in the game. Like, half of it is swamp, so you never know when you're going to have to suddenly swim. The saving grace for Inithul is that you are 10 feet away from Guk, the best dungeon in Classic EverQuest. Maybe the best dungeon in EverQuest, period. Yeah, there are plenty of mobs. It's far more mob dense than this, that's for sure. Froglock Bay City now is in Wrath Mountains, yeah. I don't count that. I don't consider that like a real... I don't count Froglocks like playable race Froglocks, you know what I mean? Otherwise, that might be the worst zone. There's like... I don't know, it's just like they built a few tents and then they just tossed a bunch of spiders around. Have at it. Totally uninspired. So we have a giant widow here. Honestly, I'd rather go after a large widow if I can find one, but I'll take a giant if I can't. Large widows have the same drop chance, and they take 1/10 of the time to kill. Yay, thanks, Siphon. You know, I actually had forgotten that they're probably going to make me take a test to confirm all this, which will be terrible because the test really, really sucks. Yeah, I have to call them back to wrap things up. In that phone call, they're like, do you have time to do like a 10-minute conversation right now? And I was like, I had to put this in professional speak, so I was like, I'm in the middle of a meeting right now. I'll have to call you back in about an hour. What's up, secrets? Zaide, I was not prepared for you to be familiar with nav admins. You're blowing my mind right now. It's going good, dude. Man, can you guys make more briar snakes spawn? What the fuck, dude? Been farming briar snakes, like a briar snake, for 2 days, and I have gotten one briar snake skin. But otherwise, I love the server. It's awesome. Oh, hell yeah. Money. There you go, chat. Next update. Money bug resolved. I've been telling chat all day about the money bug that you told me about. Uh-oh, he resisted poison bolt. We may as well just zone out now. Ooh, and a fizzle? He's gonna hit me. Alright, we made it. Secret's explanation is more accurate than mine. My explanation was a bit different, because I misunderstood what you told me, Secrets. I'm gonna give Darkness a shot, just because I don't feel like dealing with this kite the whole time. We'll see. 3, 2, 1, and cling. Taunt is off. Poison. Attack. Oh shit. Did it wear off already? Not yet, but it's not going to last much longer. There goes Clinging Darkness gone. And we'll try it again right now. He had to land that bash. Sorry, chat. I mostly paying attention to the kite right now. It's Cobalt Central over here. That's not good. Probably just lost like all the ground I gained by strafing this whole time. All right, we're gonna try it again. 3, 2, 1. Stop. Cling. Resisted. Try again. 3, 2, 1. Stop. Cling. Interrupted and resist. No, sorry, worse. Resisted and immediately hit. Punished for the attempt. This is why I don't use Clinging Darkness. Look at those resist, boys. Back to Poison Bolt. Nice. All right, dots on. Turn on Pet Taunt. Three, two, one. Poison Bolt. Interrupted. Ooh, hitting me for 20 damage. That's not cool, dude. Right. It's funny because I was right next to that scowling Necromancer, or sorry, scowling like Erudite Wizard who would have wrecked me. Please land. Oh, I said please. We are really hitting a situation where we're not gonna have enough mana to kill this thing. My pet runs too slow to land hits on it for some reason. Try again. Right, got it. Now pet needs to get this thing off of me. I don't even have enough. I don't have enough mana for even like a tap right now, I don't think. What I need this to get him into a slightly slower running speed. See, he might be running slower right now because he's below 20%. So my pet can finally hit him. There we go. I see the health going down. Yep, he's running. Pet's got him. Rip, just legs. Oh well, we made some good progress, guys. We got the pants we wanted. We will get a bracer shortly. The spider things are not that rare, so it's pretty much a guarantee. And we had a relatively good stream, if uneventful. I will be back on Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern, as always. If I get some bad news here in the next couple minutes, I might be on sooner than that. Who knows? So, stay in touch and look forward to our next session. Thanks, folks. And it looks like we will be level 8 by next time, so we'll have some new spells. We'll most certainly be tackling the Warrens. Had a lot of fun. Thanks for coming by, and see you next time.